This is your game of the day. We're going to play a game using one of our 4 openings. With black, the Carol Khan King's Indian, or with white, the Roy Lopez Sicilian. And then we'll stop and we'll have a quick analysis session after. So this looks like a King's Indian to me. And indeed it shall be. Now he's going to play this 3 pawns deal. It has a name and I can't remember what it is. And when they do this one, if you recall, what we decided was I think we were going to play this C pawn up if we could, instead of the other way around. Okay. And now we really would like to play this move, but we can't get away with it just yet. So I'm going to have to think about how this goes now. Maybe I can get away with it. I cannot. Okay. So we're now playing a, what do you call it? A Benoni pawn structure where we're trying to make this work. And or this. I'm just going to move my rook over. We're going to go for it. E6. Let's go. Okay. How do we progress, right? Our pieces have to get further up the board. I think we can trade the bishop off if we want to by just putting the knight up here. So let's do that, because I think this pawn is too loose for him to move it. Yeah. And let's go ahead and grab it, because that'll allow our next bishop to develop. Okay, and now these 2 pieces are lined up on the E file. So maybe we can make something happen with that. If I go queen here, he's got to do something, right? Yeah. Let's keep the initiative going. I'm eyeing this square up and seeing when I get my bishop there, if I get my bishop there. Oh, I thought I hallucinated for a minute that I thought that worked. Okay, that doesn't work. So he's coming for this. We don't really want that to happen. We can chase the bishop away, but where is it going really? I'm going to try this. I see that there's a fork and we're going to have to dodge, dip, dodge, dive, duck, dip, weave, whatever. But since I see it coming, I think we'll be able to do fine. Okay, because I think that I might be able to play this in a second here. My knight is completely trapped now. Yeah, I was hoping that would happen. Okay. Now I can always take this and bring the knight back, right? This is what freed the knight up. But I'm not sure he had any other choices, to be honest. He could have gone back that way. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and trade the queen off. Or just take a free queen. One or the other. GG's hiker, grandpa. All right, let's do a quick analysis. So first of all, where do we think the first mistake was? Because it definitely wasn't that queen hanging. There were a lot of mistakes in this one. And we played C5, which is the second... Oh, back to the Masters. It's the most popular in the Masters. It's not the most popular in the amateurs. That's actually funny. But we studied this, I think. We studied this exact thing with these pawns rushing at us, and we thought C5 would be better off to open up the game, to play on the queen side, if you remember that from the videos. And now, yeah, I had a hard time coming up with this move. and I ended up with rook e8. And what I was thinking with rook e8 was I was thinking I really want to play e6, but the problem is if he takes it, this pawn is hanging to the queen. And so I really wanted to be able to defend that with the rook for just a moment until I could get things righted and get things moving, like this coming back and sitting up here or something, or the bishop up there, to block it all in. So I played rook e8. I don't think this is a mistake yet. We're still in database. And now e6, I think that must be the mistake. He's not allowing, he's not forcing all this to happen. He's allowing me to take back with a pawn even if I push e6. So this is his first mistake, and the way that we punish it is we play e6. And I'm pretty sure that's right. So let's run the computer. All right. Yeah, so we did. In fact, e6 was where the advantage started to go for black, even though I didn't use it very well, right? And it popped back up here. I'm sorry that I can't scroll down any further. Oh, I can. There we go. I was going to say the software kind of kills it. So by the time he castled at move 12, we had our biggest advantage that we could have. And, oh, I see, because maybe we could build up an attack on this pawn. That actually makes a lot of sense. So if we were to just attack this again, now he's got to do something about it. But we have, do we have an in-between move? We do, right? Because now we've got this fork, and we can get back the piece that way. And now we have this fork, and we can get the exchange, or we can get back another piece. Okay, so I see why we were +3. There was a nice tactic there that I didn't notice. And the reason why I didn't play this is because I thought this pawn structure right now, if I were to take this way, probably wouldn't be very good. And that's as far as I got. I said this pawn's too weak. There's no way I'm holding on to it. He's going to play a knight there or whatever, and that's it. And I didn't do it. Okay, good. So, wrong order. How about that? And this all looks fine. White's ahead about as much as he's been the whole game. Computer always hates the moves that make me win. Question mark? Come on. All right. And now we get to trade the queens off. Again, there's a pawn hanging here. I could take it right now. I chose not to. I was going to trade the queens off first, and then I was going to take it. But the way I thought this game was going to go is I thought it was going to go like this. And I was going to get both rooks onto this file, and I was still going to get the pawn. Now, maybe this is foolish. Maybe that's not actually what's happening because he can guard it. Maybe that's just foolish. Yeah, I don't think there's any way to get through there. All right, well, we live, we learn. He hung his queen, we won. 2200s hang their queens all the time. You guys didn't know, did you? Hope this helps somebody. You guys take care. Bye now.